Good evening, my dear students. Today we are discussing about the structure and function of hemoglobin. First, we discuss about structure of hemoglobin. So, what is the introduction of hemoglobin? So, hemoglobin is a red blood pigment. Hemoglobin is a red blood pigment. Red blood pigment. Hemoglobin is a red blood pigment. So these are hemoglobin is a found in a hemoglobin is found in a erythrocytes. Found in a erythrocytes. Found in a erythrocytes. So what is the erythrocyte meaning? The erythrocyte word is a Greek word. Erythrocyte word is a Greek word derived from a Greek word. What is the meaning of erythrocyte? The erythrocyte word is divided into two words in the Greek. Two words in the Greek. What is that? One is the erythros. One is the erythros, and second one is the chitos. Erythros and chitos. What is the meaning of erythros? What is the meaning of erythros? Erythros means red. Red. And chitos means a hollow vessel. Hollow vessel. Erythros means red and chitos means hollow vessel. So the next one, what is the normal ranges? What is the normal value? What is the normal value? Normal value. What is the normal value? So the normal value is different in male and female. So what is the male? What is the female values of the hemoglobin? So what is the male normal value? Is the male is the 14 to 16 grams per deciliter. In female, 13 to 15 grams per deciliter. This is the normal ranges. Normal ranges. The next one, the hemoglobin. The hemoglobin normal ranges is the 14 to 16 grams per deciliter in males, 13 to 15 grams in 13 to 15 grams per deciliter in female. So this is about introduction about hemoglobin. So the next one, hemoglobin. What is the molecular weight of hemoglobin? Molecular weight of hemoglobin. So 64,450. 64,450 is the molecular weight of hemoglobin. Molecular weight of hemoglobin. So what is the structure of hemoglobin? What is the structure of hemoglobin? It is structurally divided into structure of hemoglobin structurally divided into two structures are combined to form a hemoglobin. One structure is known as a heme and second structure is known as a globin. Heme and globin. The hemoglobin, it is containing the two structures, combination of two structure. One structure is a heme, second structure is known as globin structure. So what is the globin? What is the heme? So here globin is a apoprotein. Globin is a apoprotein. Globin is a apoprotein. And the next one, heme is a non-protein. Heme is a non-protein. So the hemoglobin containing the protein part and a protein part. So heme is the non-protein part, globin is a protein part. So first we discuss about the heme structure. Structure of heme. So the heme structure, it containing the heme structure, it containing characteristics of that color. The hemoglobin is ultimately blood due to the heme. So here the characteristic of red color of the hemoglobin, the heme, especially in hemoglobin, heme produces the red color in blood. Especially heme is a producer red color in the blood. The next one, these are the first characteristic. The next one, heme containing the one type of molecule, pyroprene type molecule. pyropene molecule, and it containing the with the iron is the center molecule. The heme containing the ferrous molecule is the center molecule in the structure. So what is the structure of heme? What is the structure of heme here? So what is the structure? Ferrous is a center molecule. So ferrous is a center molecule, and it containing the ferrous is a center molecule. The ferrous molecule containing the 4 nitrogen groups. Ferrous molecule containing the 4 nitrogen groups. 4 nitrogen groups. Ferrous molecule containing the 4 nitrogen groups. So the 4 nitrogen group, each and every nitrogen group containing the 5-membered ring. Containing the 5-membered ring. Each and every nitrogen molecule containing the 5-membered ring. So this is the 5-membered rings or pyrrole rings. 5-membered ring are pyrrole rings. 5-membered ring are pyrrole rings. So each and every pyrrole ring connected to another pyrrole ring. Each and every pyrrole ring connected to another ring. So the rings is known as namely as A, B, C, D rings. A, B, C, D rings. So each and every ring connecting together. So this is a connection. Connecting together. Each and every ring connecting together. And here having the one double bond and one single bonds are there. So here one double bond and double bond. So this is about structure. And here each and every 5-membered ring having the 2 functional groups. Each and every 5-membered ring having the 2 functional groups. Each and every 5-membered ring having the 2 functional groups. What is the 2 functional group? M, V. Here also M, V. Here also M, P. Here M and P. So what is the M? What is the M is nothing like that. M is the methyl. M is known as methyl. M is equal to methyl. Methyl group. M is equal to methyl group. The next one, what is the What is the V? V is nothing like vinyl. V is vinyl. The next one, what is the P? What is the P? Propenyl. What is the V? Propenyl. So the hemoglobin containing the total how many functional groups? Total 8 functional groups. In 8 functional group, 4 is the methyl groups, 4 is the methyl groups, and 2 is the vinyl groups, and again 2 is the again 2 is nothing. Again 2 is propenyl groups. So the each and every pyrrole ring containing the methyl group, 2 pyrrole rings A and B containing the A and B containing the V means vinyl functional groups, and the next one C and D functional groups containing the P means propenyl groups. So this is structure of heme. This is the structure of heme. The next one, what is the structure of globin? What is the structure of globin? The structure of globin, what is the structure of globin? So what is the structure of globin? The structure of globin consisting of the 4 polypeptide chains. It containing the 4 polypeptide chains, 2 different primary structure. It containing the 4 polypeptide chains divided into 2 plus 2. It divided into 2 plus 2 polypeptide chains. So what is that polypeptide chains? So this is the one type of polypeptide chain. That one is known as a alpha polypeptide, alpha 1 and alpha 2 polypeptide chains. Alpha 1 and alpha 2 polypeptide chains. So the next one, what is the second one? What is the second one polypeptide chain? This is called as a second polypeptide chain. What is that second polypeptide chains? Beta 1 and beta 2. Beta 1 and beta 2 polypeptide chains. Beta 1 and beta 2 polypeptide chain. So these are the total globin containing the 4 polypeptide chains divided into 2 polypeptide chain plus 2 polypeptide chains. One is the alpha 1 and alpha 2. Second one is the beta 1 and beta 2 polypeptide chain. Beta 1 and beta 2 polypeptide chains. So in here, so the common form of the made up of a alpha and beta chains made up of a amino acid. So total containing how many amino acids are present in the 4 polypeptide chains? The 4 polypeptide chains made up of 574 amino acid. The 4 polypeptide chain made up of 574 polypeptide chain, and each alpha chain containing the 140, each one alpha, only alpha chain, alpha 1 it containing the 141 amino acid, and alpha 2 also containing the 141 amino acid. Totally 282 amino acids are presented in the alpha chains. And what is the beta 1? What is the beta 2? It containing the beta 1 containing the 146 amino acids, and here also beta 2 also 146 amino acids. So here total how many amino acids? 292 amino acids. 292 amino acids. 292 plus 282. 282. So here alpha 1 containing the 282, beta 1 it containing the 292 amino acids. These are both polypeptide chains containing four polypeptide chains containing 574 amino acids. So this is about structure of globin. So the next one, what is the function of hemoglobin? It is mainly involved in the delivery of oxygen from lungs to the tissues. What is the functions? So what is the functions? First one is mainly involved in the transportation of oxygen from lungs to tissues. And second one is the involved in the transportation of carbon dioxide from tissue to lungs. The next one, mainly involved in the binding of oxygen plus hemoglobin. It produces the oxyhemoglobin. Oxyhemoglobin is produced. The oxyhemoglobin containing the pure oxygen, that's one entering into each and every cell. It mainly involved in the oxidation reactions. So the oxidation reactions all depends upon the oxyhemoglobin. The next one, what is the importance of the hemoglobin? Not only participated in the transportation of gases, it is mainly involved in the transportation of and exchange of gases and protein molecule, carbohydrate molecules, and etc. energetic materials all depends upon the hemoglobin. So this is about hemoglobin, structure and function of hemoglobin. If you have any doubts, tomorrow we will discuss.